Hi, thanks for joining me on the Listen Up Girl podcast. I'm your host, Zach Randles-Friedman. Today is Tuesday, July 29th, and I'm here to bring you 10 minutes or less of LGBTQ plus news. My first story is about a woman you may remember. Her name is Kim Davis. She was the former county clerk in Kentucky who made a lot of headlines in 2015 when she refused to issue marriage license to same-sex couples. Well, she is back in the headlines, and she's back at the Supreme Court. Her legal team has formally asked the justices to revisit the case, and that was the 2015 decision that made same-sex marriage legal nationwide. Her petition comes after a lower court in the Sixth Court of Appeals ruled that Davis violated the constitutional rights of two men, David Emerald and David Moore, and they were a gay couple she denied a marriage license to after the ruling was announced. So in a 90-page brief, Davis's attorney claimed that she was acting on her religious beliefs and should not be held personally liable. The Supreme Court has not yet made a decision whether to hear the case, but if it does, it could open the door to revisiting LGBTQ plus marriage rights, just 1 month after its 10th anniversary. I don't understand this woman, why she is so hooked on hurting people that want same-sex marriage that's now law when it has nothing to do with her. It does not hurt her if people of same sex get married. But she's a nut job, and I guess she has the right to go and appeal this if she wants to. My next story is about the show Heartstopper. So this is a Netflix queer series about two boys, or about a group of friends that are queer and gay and trans, and it is coming to an end. So fans that love this show are very upset. On July 27th, Kit Connor and Joe Locke announced via social media that the filming has wrapped on Heartstopper forever, and that it will officially close out the franchise. Connor, who plays Nick, and Locke, who plays Charlie, posted an emotional behind-the-scenes photo with captions like, "Bye, Charlie, thank you," with a heart, and "Wrapped. Thank you for everything." The film picks up where season 3 left off and is being directed by Wash Westmoreland, known for Oscar-winning Still Alice and Colette. Alongside creator Allison Osman and two lead actors are serving as executive producers. Most of the beloved cast is returning, including William Gao as Tao, and Karina Brown as Tara, and Kizzy Edgell as Darcy. This is set to premiere in Netflix in 2026. It's called Heartstoppers Forever, and it promises to be a beautiful and emotional send-off to one of the most authentic queer love stories of this generation. And I have to say, Kit O'Connor is so cute, and I hope he continues doing great things in the acting world. Next story is Chase Strangio documentary Heightened Scrutiny hits theaters. The civil rights attorney Chase is making history both in and outside the courtroom. Just 1 month after becoming the first trans lawyer to argue before the U.S. Supreme Court, which challenged trans healthcare bans, Strangio's journey is now being spotlighted in a new documentary. Heightened Scrutiny, directed by Sam Feder, premieres in the fall in select theaters. The film chronicles Strangio's path to the Supreme Court, but also takes a wider lens, examining how mainstream media coverage of trans people and healthcare has fueled today's toxic political discourse. Far from a vanity piece, the documentary gives voice to the broader trans community in the legal battles that they continue to fight every day. It's a powerful reminder of how personal, political, and life-altering these court decisions truly are. My next story is about Medicaid. So 1 million queer women will rely on Medicaid, and they may be in trouble. A new analyst warns that over 1 million lesbian and bisexual women in the U.S., many of whom are low-income and primary caregivers, could be disproportionately impacted by the changes in Trump proposed tax and healthcare policies. According to advocates, queer women are statistically more likely to rely on Medicaid for basic healthcare services. The proposed policies could weaken or eliminate protections that are currently support marginalized community, including LGBTQ plus families. This isn't just about dollars and cents, it's about the access to care, support for parents, and healthcare equity. As Medicare continues to be a lifeline for queer women, and the stakes have never been higher. This also impacts a lot of people. Like, I have friends that live in New York City that rely on Medicaid to get their HIV medication for free. And so this is going to impact those individuals as well. It's going to hurt a lot of the LGBTQ plus community because they are taking away Medicaid for a lot of people that need it. This next story is really, really heartbreaking. There is a mother that received the wrong body after the Air India crash. Amanda is a mother of the crash victim. Fenelgal Greenlaw Meek is demanding answers from both the Indian and British authorities after learning that the body she buried was not her son's. Fenelgal, 39, and his husband Jamie, 45, were two of the 260 passengers who died when the Air India flight crashed shortly after takeoff this June. The couple have been celebrating their wedding anniversary. Donaghy flew to India after the tragedy and submitted DNA samples in hopes of identifying her son's remains. A match was confirmed, or so she thought, and when she returned to the UK to bury her son. But weeks later, police informed her that the new DNA testing revealed that she had received someone else's remains. The quote is, "We don't know what poor person is in the casket." And she told the Sunday Times, "This is an appalling mistake, and we want the British government to help bring Fenelgal home." I mean, could you imagine your son dies and you get the body back and it's the wrong person? You have no idea who you buried. Plus, the people or the family for this body that they did bury, they haven't got the right person. Or maybe they're lost. I mean, this is insane. Next story is about Gabbi Tuft. She went from a wrestling icon to trans activist. Once known in the WWE world as Tyler Reeks, a 280-pound powerhouse famous for his finishing moves, the Burning Hammer. Gabbi Tuft is now turning heads for a very different reason. Since coming out as a trans woman in 2021, Gabbi has been documenting her transition on social media with stunning vulnerability and strength. Her posts are equal parts educational, raw, and empowering, offering a rare glimpse into the evolving identity of someone who once lived in a hyper-masculine world of professional wrestling. Gabbi has become a symbol of transformation, both physical and emotional, and an advocate for trans visibility, proving that there's power in owning your truth, even after decades of living someone else's. So congratulations, Gabbi, on living your authentic self and documenting it and showing the world. So good for you. That's the news for today, Tuesday, July 29th. Thanks for listening. Be sure to leave a comment. If you're not following the podcast, please do. Also, check out my other podcast, Everything and Anything and a Bit Gay. It's on all the podcast platforms, so be sure to subscribe to that one. Also, I have some amazing guests coming up, and I'm excited for you to hear them. Thanks for listening, and see you in a few days.